Hey everyone, welcome back to Geet Builds.
I'm
Geet. Today I'm going to go through more of the merchant's quarters I've been building, with a bookstore, a general store, J-store, wait no, definitely not J-store, thank god I'm done with college. But it's going to be fun. I really love the aesthetic that's developing in this part of the city. It's really cool how the layering is playing out and how diverse the buildings are. But before we get into all that, I want to update you on the subscriber giveaway. If you've already seen my last video, then you already know that Hot Girl Mr. Pants was the winner, and also that I love you very much and every view is one big hug from my heart. Honestly, it was kind of rigged, because how could I say no to the Hot Girl Mr. Pants after they were my one and only supporter? So go check out yesterday's video to see a time-lapse of the map I made, and if you want to be entered into next week's subscriber giveaway, message me on Reddit or comment down below. And I'm going to continue doing map giveaways for now, but if you have any other ideas for giveaways you'd like me to do, comment them and I might change it up the next couple weeks. So right now you can see me working on a bookstore that definitely won't be put out of business by Amazon. I really like how it being on a hill made it easy to make it a 2-story build without making it super tall. It ends up feeling pretty cozy on the inside because of this. And right now you can see me doing the interior, and the way the building sits made it really ideal to have 2 entrances on different levels with an overhang and bookshelves above and below it. Also, custom heads are great for detailing interiors like this, but oh my god, it takes so long to copy and paste all of them into a command block. I probably spent half of this build just copy and pasting to get command blocks into it. And I actually am thankful for something like custom heads, because they really do make it so you can liven up a build with cool items. And back when I first started playing Minecraft a decade ago, if you wanted to have a bookstore, you put up a few bookshelves, closed Minecraft, and went over to play Gary's Mod instead. Yes, if you're wondering, I am 100 years old. But I do just feel like there's gotta be a quicker way to put cool items into vanilla Minecraft without downloading mods. Please, Minecraft, one day add cool cosmetic items. And as it turns out, I'm a complete idiot who actually didn't record putting up the final interior of this building, because in the end, I changed the staircase and I put up a lot more bookshelves and stuff, but you kind of get the idea. So here I am starting an entirely new building, and I do a lot of copying of color schemes and decorations from the inn I built last week, because I loved how that project came out. And I'm still doing that thing where I build the base of the house with orange wool first and then mask it with a stone pattern. And I know a lot of people will actually do the entire outline of a building first, including the roof and all the walls, but it feels more natural to me to sort of build up as I go and see where the build takes me instead. And I think this lets me make some really cool, organic looking buildings with unique roofs, because a lot of the time I can't really visualize the entire project that I'm going for. I just sort of have a feeling and go for it. But as you'll see in a bit, sometimes it makes a nightmare for me, and I spend the rest of the day fever dreaming about medieval fantasy architecture, which I definitely don't have a degree or qualifications to do. But one day, Minecraft will be real enough to have its own political climate, and then my time as a political science major will come. By the way, if you're looking to do political science as a major, stop right now. Unless your dream job is to be an unpaid intern for whoever your state senator is, it's really not all that great of a major, and you don't want to have to realize this 3 years into college after you've already completed your thesis. Alright, back to Minecraft. So right now I'm completing the shell of the building and starting to add some details to the roof. You can see I've got some pergola action going on between the buildings, which I think is still horribly underutilized for how easy and cool looking it is. It can really give your build a nice bit of texture and layering while still letting it feel open and airy. And by the way, I know my audio quality isn't great, and I'm actually using this on a company headset, don't tell my boss, but I've already ordered a new mic, and so the next video I should have crystal clear audio. Moving on from another terrible joke, I'm adding some more fences in between my roof, and if I had to make one block today's MVP, it'd be the fence. Thanks, fence, for always being there when I need a subtle addition to my build, or to sell something illegal. The bad jokes just won't stop. Please don't watch my videos, you're only encouraging me. But I am once again starting a new building, and this time, it's personal. Actually, it's a general store. And this is actually the roof that will forever haunt me. I started this 4 different times, each completely worse than the last, until eventually I gave up and settled on this. It's bad, but not so bad that the villagers are going to burn it down. I also tried to render too much at once, and my 2008 KitchenAid toaster gave up and part of my video got corrupted. So that's why a giant roof suddenly appears without me building it. If you can't tell, I'm not a huge fan of this building, and if I had more time I would definitely go back and redo it. So instead of showing myself building it, I'm actually going to go quickly and show off a bit from my last video, because I really enjoyed having a reason to make a map in World Painter. And it's sort of nice for me to do this because the first video that really got me interested in Minecraft YouTube was a time-lapse from a guy called Vegaman Plays, who makes some really cool stuff. And I actually liked that first time-lapse he did so much that I heavily borrowed some of the music that was from it. Oh well, sue me. So in case you haven't noticed, we are back in Minecraft. Right now I'm working on one of the smallest buildings I've done, which is nice to me because so far it's been a lot of big projects with a huge amount of wall and roof to have to design and decorate, so it's cool to get a bit of a relief and work on something less extensive. And I'm not entirely sure what I want this cozy queen of a shop to be. Right now I'm leaning towards maybe a leather shop or something, but if you have any ideas, let me know. It was just tough for me to try and think of a sort of medium nice shop that'd be in a small building like this. And one of my favorite parts of the city as a whole are all the long streamers that I'm placing sporadically throughout. And I've been trying to keep them all pointing one direction because I think it really adds a sense of motion to the whole thing. Especially because I think the Minecraft cities can a lot of times like look really cool, but like have a sense of not really being alive. And this is especially true for things like screenshots or pictures you take of your build or renders, because you can't really see motion anyways in those things. So it really does make it seem like you've kind of caught like a moment in time of your city being alive. And I think a lot of what makes Minecraft so enjoyable, and has kept me playing pretty consistently for the past 10 years, is being able to make my own worlds that feel alive and real, with a lore and a backstory that feels like somewhere I would want to see and experience and share with other people. And while I was giving a philosophy seminar, I missed talking about half the next building. But basically, I wanted this to be a parallel to the bookstore, so I virtually copied the roof and shape, but just made it a bit bigger. And I wanted this building to be a bit bigger than the last one too, and maybe a bit more important. So maybe this will be a clock store, because time is precious and always running out, until a sudden and unexpected end. Speaking of which, this video is dangerously close to being over, and I haven't even asked you to like or subscribe yet. So before times run out, please